potato flowers. Potatoes, all in those rows. Got 3 russet, 2 sweet potato, and all those 8 down there are these blue potatoes. And you can see all the corn coming in. I've got plenty of corn. I do have some sunflowers, but the deer have been coming in and eating a lot of them. Got these 2 coming in pretty well, and they're outdoing the corn even. So I got this. It's motion detected, 120 LEDs. I can angle it at different spots so it'll fill up this whole yard with a light. It says 25 feet, but it's probably closer to 50. Usually they undersell it really, but yeah, got plenty of corn and sunflower this year. I planted them all at the same time, and it was the same time as I planted the ones that did best right here last year, so should be good this year. Got some peas coming in near these first 2. I put the peas on these 2 earliest, but I do have some beans coming in, and I had to replant the sunflowers after the deer came in, so I got some sunflowers springing up also right now. I guess these, whenever I planted them, it was a mudslide. A little mudslide sent the sunflower seed down here, and he grew at the bottom of the hill. But seems to be doing all right. Obviously eaten by a deer at some point early on, and spring up 2 heads like a hydra. These damn sunflowers. I mean, if they get strong enough, they'll spring back with more than there were before, I guess, to feed them. But some of them are doing very well. I'm thinking, because I do have, these are doing very well, because I do have some mounds with sparse corn and sunflower, and some that are obviously pretty dense. Seems like every single kernel I planted germinated and survived. So but I think I'm just not gonna weed them. I'm gonna see what the hell they do. They might not get big sunflower heads. You know, might not have a lot of large cobs, but I mean, if I can get a lot growing with these systems, I'm going to put, I don't know where yet, but I'm going to put the cucurbits in the center of the mound. No, there's a cicada wing. But I'm going to put the cucurbits in the centers of the mound, all the mounds, so that I can, I'll know that they're getting plenty of water. The craters catch water, and the whole point is to have it permeate the rest of the mound. After holding on to it, you know, let it slowly settle in, and hopefully the water lasts longer. But I think I'm going to put the cucurbits inside the mound so that they get plenty of water. I think that would do better, because last year I only had 1 pumpkin, and it really didn't survive until they could become a jack-o'-lantern or anything. So I think that's a change I'm gonna make, and I think I'm going to keep it simple. Just a whole bunch of pumpkins and the delicious 51 melons, honeydew type, cantaloupe type melons. And then some pickling cucumbers. And hopefully I have enough seeds to get all the mounds. Well, I've got plenty of pumpkin seeds, so if this just becomes a pumpkin patch, oh well, that wouldn't be so bad. That'd be nice just to have, well hell, maybe I'll do that then. Maybe all this trash whenever I strung up the fence to keep the deer out, which I didn't point out either earlier. Yeah, and all this stuff I gotta process. Could just have a big bonfire here soon. But I might just have pumpkins down these two first rows, and then melons, and then cucumbers. So just like the back, just all pumpkins. And hopefully these potatoes come in soon. I need to figure out what I'm going to plant with the potatoes soon. As soon as they start coming in, I need to know, well, first off, if they start sprouting, then I know they'll survive. And so I know I can put something in there. And I suppose I could put something in there regardless. I just won't do as well. If I can find the right companions, out of all my damn seeds, I'm sure there's a couple, at least one, that'll do well with these potatoes. Then I'm going to plant those in there. Oh, damn, 7 minutes. My apologies. 7 minutes of talking about my garden. But it's doing much better this year, and I feel much better about how it's going to go. Much less worry. I don't have any doubts it's going to provide a lot of food this year, and I'll be able to eat from it this year finally. Instead of just turning it into seeds for next year, there will be plenty of those and plenty to eat. These potatoes, I'm excited. These 8 potatoes are blue potatoes, and they're supposed to be very rich but creamy, and they're like dark purple, indigo blue potatoes. Just make some interesting mashed potatoes for Halloween time. I have some black mashed potatoes, and we'll have some pumpkins. It's gonna be good. Anyway, I appreciate you sticking through all this shit.